What happens when two of the most powerful men in the world meet? And the future of an entire country hangs in the balance. This isn't a movie plot. It's happening in just days. And the stakes couldn't be higher. On August 15th, U.S. President Donald Trump will sit down with Russian President Vladimir Putin in the most unlikely of places, Alaska. The goal? To end the war in Ukraine. Trump says a ceasefire is close. But there's a catch. One that could change the map of Europe. Earlier this week, Trump dropped a bombshell on social media, claiming both sides are near agreement. Then, speaking to reporters, he hinted that peace might come with a swap of territories. In his words, there'll be some swapping of territories to the betterment of both. That single line sent shockwaves across the globe. Because for Ukraine, that swap could mean surrendering land it says is rightfully theirs. And Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelenskiy, wasted no time firing back. In a video message to the nation, he declared, "Ukrainians will not gift their land to the occupiers." He warned that any decisions made without Ukraine's involvement were stillborn decisions, doomed before they began. Here's why the stakes are so high. Putin claims 4 Ukrainian regions: Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, and Kherson, plus Crimea, which Russia annexed in 2014, yet his forces don't even fully control all that territory. Still, there are reports, unconfirmed, but widely discussed, that U.S. and Russian officials have been exploring a deal that would lock in Moscow's control over the land it's taken. The White House calls those reports speculation, but for many Ukrainians the fear is real. Foreign policy experts are already predicting Ukraine would reject such a deal outright. Tyson Barker, a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council, says the best move for Kyiv is to stand firm, set clear conditions, and keep American support close. Behind closed doors, diplomacy is moving fast. Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, just spent 3 hours in Moscow with Putin. Both sides called the talks constructive. Meanwhile, Trump is threatening sanctions, not just on Russia, but on countries that help fund its war. India has already been hit with a 25% tariff over its Russian oil imports. And it's not just Washington watching closely. Poland's Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, says there are signals a freeze in the fighting might be near. After meeting with Zelensky, he described the Ukrainian leader as cautious but optimistic, but determined to keep Europe in the peace talks. So, will Alaska become the turning point that ends Europe's deadliest conflict since World War II? Or the moment Ukraine is pressured into giving up a fifth of its territory? In just days, the world will have its answer. But one thing is certain: the outcome of this meeting could shape the future of Europe for generations.